Hey everyone, this is Charmaine from Fantastic Crafts. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to be featuring this gingerbread stamp set from Mimi Made It, and I'm going to be creating this really super cute card. It is a gingerbread that is kind of coming out of a jar of candy, and let's see, gingerbread and all sorts of holiday little treats and not treats. There is a scarf in there, but I thought it would be a really cute card to create with these elements that I thought are very fitting for shaker cards. So I used this gingerbread stamp set, and this was Yes, it was this month's stamp set from Mimi Made It. So if you're in the stamp club, this is the one you received. But if you are not, you can also go back purchase it at mimi.com. Mimimadeit.com. Sorry about that. So what I did was I first stamped a whole bunch of these. So all I did to do that was I used my Memento ink and my handy dandy Misty, because I did stamp this a few times so I can get it to be crisp. As you know, Memento is more of a dull black ink, so you want to stamp it a few times if you want it to be a little bit more dark. So I stamped this about 3 times using my Misty. And it's super easy with the Misty because it stays right in place and I don't have to worry about it lining up because it's all lined up for me. So once I did that, I used my scan and cut. Now I don't have me video recording of me doing the scan and cut part, but I will have a video of that at a later date. I did film it. I just wanted it to be separate from this video so it's not too overwhelming. But as you can see, I cut a whole bunch of these out and it came out great. I was even able to put a little bit of a border like you would see in die cuts. So once I was satisfied with the images I wanted, I just simply colored these using my Nuvo alcohol markers. Now you can use any kind of alcohol markers you may have. I just did a simple coloring with just very tan colors. You could make your gingerbread a little darker or lighter. I just decided to kind of go with these colors because I thought the other colors would have been too overwhelming, so I wanted to keep it a little bit lighter, so I could still see the little let's see, detail of the gingerbread. So I just went ahead and colored these quickly, nothing fancy, my usual thing, which is just color with the light and then go ahead with the little darker shade and kind of give some shading, and then go with the medium and just color the whole thing in, and it gives it a little bit of shading. And it's hard to see on this on the video because the light was shining on it, but there is a pretty little shadow around it, and that's what I did. I did the same exact thing for both of the gingerbreads. I also colored some of the other elements like the little frosting bag, the candy cane, and a few other elements that I thought would fit. Then I used the Jar of Fun stamp set to cut out this really cute, or stamp out this really cute jar, and then cut out the middle. The way I did that was I just used an X-Acto knife or any crafting knife that you may have, and I just went ahead and cut on the inside part, and that was pretty simple. And then any part that I missed, I just went with my scissor, my fuzz cutting scissors, to just kind of make the cut a little bit more clear. I also used an acetate sheet that I had, a little piece of scrap, and I just glued that right onto that jar to kind of make it seem like the jar you can see through and like more of a glass look. Once I did that, I realized that I needed to first put some foam on top, but my foam that I had was a little too thin and a little too wide. So all I did to fix that was I folded my foam just in half, and then I cut little strips of it to fit right around that jar. And when you do this, you want to make sure you line it up closely as you can to the edge, and make sure if you have separate pieces that you really make them as close as you can so none of your little sequins or any elements in your shaker card doesn't fall out. And that's pretty simple to do. As you can see over here, I just did that. I just went around and just made a little border of foam tape. It was very simple to do. Then I realized that, you know what, I wanted some little sequins in this. but I didn't want all the sequins to just fall on the bottom of this jar. So all I did was I used my art glitter glue to put a few dots of glue and then added some sequins and some elements. And I know that art glitter glue dries clear, so I wasn't too worried about how it would look on the outside where the glue would be showing. It didn't show at all at the end, and I really liked how I did this because then not all the elements would just fall to the bottom. You could still see like the little candy canes, some little scarf, the sequins. I also went ahead and put some loose sequins just all over the jar so we can still have the shaker element be like a shaker card. I had this piece of vellum that I just had. It was a scrap piece of vellum. What I did with that was I put that in the back, and I thought it would be kind of neat because it would be a little like it would kind of give it a little haze, like snow or a snowy background. And I thought it really came out cute. I really liked it, and I just cut out a little piece of that vellum, and then I went ahead and just cut around it so you don't see it from the front. Nothing too complicated because I didn't want to measure. Most of the time I don't like to measure, so anytime that I can get away without measuring is awesome. So I realized once I had that completed that my little glass or my jar was a little stark white, so I just went ahead with a light gray in the Nouveau alcohol markers, and I just simply colored my jar, and I didn't really do any shading or anything like that because this image already has some shading. Then I decided I wanted to use the same stamp set, the gingerbread stamp set, to create my own background, which you guys know that I love doing. So I used a few of the images, mostly the candy cane and the other candy. So I just used those two to just simply create a easy background quickly. And then I thought if I used a red card base, this would really pop. And I think I was right because I really like the combination of that red border and that the red VersaFine tulip red, I believe that's the color of that VersaFine ink and VersaFine Clair actually. Then I just put my jar right on the top, and what I wanted it to look like was the little gingerbread was kind of coming out of the jar. So I put one in there, and then for the second one I just cut a little slit on that jar, and then I put it right on there. I know you don't see that, but it was as simple as that. I just kind of cut a little slit and just put the second gingerbread right on there. And then I snapped my sentiment, and I also put that on foam square. I had a little bit extra of that foam, so I just simply did that, and that completed the card. That's how simple it was. It was a lot of fun. I always love creating shaker cards because half the time I am caught playing with them and it's just really fun to create, and I know that when someone receives it, especially kids, they love it. They absolutely love it because it's so much fun. I did add a few stitch marks around my sentiment, and I didn't really do anything else to this. And now I know I mentioned that you don't see me cutting that slit, but all I did was just cut that slit and just put that gingerbread. I did cut the leg of the gingerbread off so it would fit right into it. And that's all I did, and that completes the card. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun creating this card, as you can tell. I also had a lot of fun playing with the card. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did like this video and would like to see more shaker cards, make sure you thumbs up this video so I know that you enjoy these kind of cards. And until next time, everybody, have a great day. Bye.